Hello and welcome to this 5-video series on multiple linear regression with R. In this series we'll start with introductory concepts and then we'll go over data preparation, where we'll have a close review of the data and prepare the data for the model, and then we'll create the model and do diagnostics and prediction with the model, and we'll also assess multicollinearity. When we have several input variables and then there is also an output variable, and we are interested in developing a predictive model, so we make use of those input variables, which we also call independent variables. Now, output variable, which is also called dependent variable, can be of two types. It could be numeric or it could be a factor variable. So let's look at one example where it could be numeric. Suppose output variable in which we are interested is how many cars a dealership is able to sell every week. So number of cars is a numeric value. We may be getting values like maybe 5 in a week or 12 in a week or 15 in a week. It will take some numeric value. And input, which is independent variables, could be something like how many TV ads appeared during that week, or it could be some other variable. In those situations where our output variable is a numeric value, we make use of regression method. So typically we use linear regression or simple linear regression. So simple linear regression is when there is only one input variable and there is only one output variable, and also those two variables are related in a linear fashion. So we make use of simple linear regression. But if number of variables or independent variables is more than one, in those situations we do multiple linear regression. So that's a first type of model. Now second type of model is when our output variable or dependent variable is not numeric but it is a factor. So one example could be, let's say a credit card company offers certain type of credit card to potential customer. So they may send their flyers or their promotion via mail to number of customers, and these customers may accept that offer or may not accept that offer. There are only two type of outcomes possible: accepted the offer and did not accept the offer. That type of variable is called a factor variable. So in this example, output variable has only two categories, but there could be situations where we may have more than two categories. So another example could be, depending on various independent variables or input variables, a patient may be classified into three different categories. Either this patient is normal or maybe suspect, and third category could be pathologic. So a patient may be categorized into these three categories. So again, this is an example where the output is factor, and in this situation we cannot use regression model or simple linear regression or multiple linear regression. So in this situation we have to make use of what is known as logistic regression. When we have lots of data where there are inputs and then there is output, whether it is a situation where we have numeric output or a situation where we have factor variable as output, so what we do is we try to partition the data into two parts. So one part is called training data set and the second part is testing data set. So typically it could be 70-30 split. So we may use 70% of the data as training data set and remaining 30% we use as testing data set. Idea is something like this. We make use of training data set for developing the model. So basically this model is fit using training data set. So if it is a multiple linear regression model where y variable is numeric, so we develop this linear model where we have the intercept and the slope values, and they are estimated based on training data set. But how good or bad that model is, to find that out, we apply testing data set which has not been seen by this model. The model has only seen training data set using which it was created, but obviously it has not seen anything from the testing data set. So those data points are totally new to this model. So basically we use testing data set to evaluate the model. So sometimes what can happen is we may have a training data set, and if we add many variables, input variables to the model, our model may look very accurate, but then there is a danger of overfitting, and anytime that model has to make a prediction based on new data, that model can go totally wrong. So testing data set is used for checking whether this model is still working properly or not. Using the test data set, if we are able to evaluate the model and see that more or less the performance of the model is consistent compared to what we have seen based on training data, so that will give us more confidence that the model will work with new data set also. In the next video, we will go over data preparation.